level that you're never gonna get. That's free. Always push it up until the red. That's free. Never expect your respect. That's free. I train 52 weeks times 10. That's free.
The Autopsy of Jane Doe is a brilliant horror movie that you definitely shouldn't overlook. In all honesty, it's one of the best horror films that I've seen in recent memory due to its atmosphere and the fact it doesn't rely on jump scares like the terrible, sinister, Annabelle, Insidious movies that just bore the crap out of me with their cheap scares. Like Jane Doe herself, there's a lot of things beneath the surface of this film that I'm really going to delve into in this video blog. I'm going to cover my fan theory of what I think the film's about, and also just discuss certain things that happen in the movie. The film focuses around Jane Doe, who gets brought into a mortuary to be examined. Upon opening up the corpse, we discover things are not quite as they seem, and strange things begin to happen. The two coroners soon discover that whilst on the outside Jane Doe looks fine, on the inside she has been tortured, mutilated and destroyed in several sadistic ways. To me, this is a metaphor for the morgue that the two scientists find themselves trapped in. On the outside things look fine, but once you delve beneath the surface everything's kind of messed up. And this theory is cemented later on in the film when we see characters remark that the weather's been absolutely the best it's ever been outside. Yet from our perspective inside the morgue we could see that it was terrible outside apparently. So there's a clear difference between perception and reality depending on what environment you're in. It's totally contradictory. So on the outside of the morgue everything seemed okay, but beneath it seemed all messed up, which is a repetition of Jane Doe herself. Almost every element in the film has the appearance of being pristine and in order, whilst hiding a darker tone beneath the surface. And this ties heavily in with the fact that the coroner's wife committed suicide. I also believe that Jane Doe herself is a manifestation of Brian Cox's wife, and the guilt he feels over her suicide. He states that from the outside she seemed happy and bubbly and full of life, but inside she dealt with depression, anxiety and a general feeling of unhappiness. This led to a suicide, and once again follows the motif that from the outside things look alright, but on the inside they're messed up. Depression is something that rarely manifests on the surface. It's an inner struggle that people who suffer from it deal with. The fact that Brian Cox's character was ignorant to the turmoil that was going on within his wife's mind has come back in an almost comedic response through the form of Jane Doe. She sadistically destroys the characters within their own minds, leaving them almost unharmed on the outside for the majority of the film and torturing them deep within. This really summarizes to me that Jane Doe is a physical manifestation of his wife. He's come back to torture the husband and son who ignored her in a moment of need, making them go through the same things that she went through, much in the same way that Jane Doe wrought the terror inflicted on her to her victims. So what did you think of the film? I'd love to hear your theories, what you thought of mine, if I'm right, if I'm wrong. I don't care. If you think I'm wrong, just say. Thanks very much for taking the time to check out my video. If you like this, please like it. And if you like to see more, please subscribe because I do videos like this all the time. Also check out my website definition.co.uk where I review films and also offer fan theories on certain things that I think have a deeper meaning. Thanks very much. Take care. Peace.